Hey guys, it's Gabe again. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. Now, we're not going to be doing a guitar tutorial video today. Like I said in my last video, we're checking out a pickup. So, yeah, we're looking at the BAGGS M1A acoustic pickup. It's a really, really nice pickup. I'm going to do like an installation tips kind of tutorial, how to get this thing in. Not in depth, like I can't break it down completely and show you every part because it's already in and I just don't feel like doing that. So, but I'll show you and give you a few tips on if you're stuck any places. But yeah, there's a demo and a demo and a review, kind of just a review of the pickup itself and what I think is nice about it, and if I found out anything bad about it. And I'm going to cut to the chase. I really haven't found anything bad about this pickup yet, but I've only had it for about a month or two, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to just give you a quick demo of the pickup with picking and strumming, so you get to sound what both will sound like. And I'm on light string. I have light strings on, standard tuning. And I just have this I have it plugged into the amp, not into the computer or anything. Yeah, so the sound is just coming straight out into the camera, which is, it's not a big deal, but you should get a sense of. And I have it turned up pretty high, between 7 and 8, and this is around 5 or 6. But yeah, anyway, so here's the picking little demo I'll give you, and then we'll go into the strumming. So, and I'm I have my 6-string drop to a D for this. Whatever. So yeah, that was, that's you're probably never going to have to play, maybe? That's a very high volume you have that, so I have it between, around 8 on the amp, and the volume control down here on between 6 and 7. So, this is 10. That's really high, and I could even turn it up on the amp, but you're going to get some buzzing if you don't have like an $1,000, equipment worth or whatever. But, yeah, and this is a low noise. I'll do the same thing, so. So yeah, there's the picking for you. I'm going to tune this back up to standard. Whatever, good enough. So. I'll let it ring out and then turn up the volume so you get a sense. Ooh. You really don't have to strum too loud on that. That's insane. But I guess right around here. So yeah, yeah, so we're just going to go over installation tips and kind of, I'm not going to like break everything down perfectly for you, but yeah, so I do have this little thing unscrewed. This is the thing. I'm just going to talk about some of the things they give you in the box. I do have the box here. because there's some weird stuff that they don't really tell you, like stuff, optional things, but they have like wire. It's not a big deal to me, but they have like, so you can stick the wire to the top of your guitar if you want. So I'll show you those white things. So yeah, so the only thing I took off of where I'm gonna take off, I'll unplug this for you just so I can show. But yeah, I just took off. My camera doesn't focus too well, but I just took off this little piece. This is probably the least important piece in the whole thing, but it's the piece that just goes on the back, make it look nice, and you put your strap onto that. So that's what I'm looking at right back here, the jack part. So me and my dad, the hole you need to drill is a 1/2 inch. Yeah. So we didn't take it anywhere, and we just drilled it, and the only problem we had was most guitars, not all guitars, but most of them are going to have this plastic kind of tortoiseshell thing, similar to a pick guard kind of plastic, right here, and we drilled that, and the drill will not, it didn't take well to the plastic, even though our guitar did have a little hole there for us to start, probably from a little pick in there for a strap, but anyway, yes, we had to drill that, and the plastic pieces flew off, and we thought it was really bad, but not really. We decided we glued it back on. So if you have that problem, try to take the plastic pieces off before you start drilling. But if not, they will definitely fly off, and just hope that they don't crack or do anything. Ours did. We just file it down a little bit. It wasn't too big of a deal, but yeah. So a 12-inch, not a 12-inch, 1/2 inch hole all the way through your guitar up and in. So basically strings off. Yeah, so strings off, and yeah, the pickup. You really don't even need to attach the little. There's a little cord that'll go into the pickup that stays in there pretty much permanently. If you want to, I mean, yeah, it'll stay in there permanently until you take the strings off and do some stuff with it later if you really want to, like change a battery and stuff. But yeah, so I suggest you getting that hole drilled, and then you're gonna have a piece this big, which is the jack. It's probably the most important piece besides the pickup itself, but the jack's about this big. There's one thick side, and then there's one like the little tip is about this big, and that's the tip that's going to stick out. I don't know if you can see it from the side view at all, but there's just a tiny bit, not even a 1/4 inch sticking out. And I would say when you drill this hole and you get that when you get that jack in, you want to make sure, I would say about a 1/4 inch of the screw side, the smallest side, is coming out of your guitar. Any more than that, and you're going to have a lot sticking out. And yeah, and if you notice that you try to stick it in, and you see, then another thing is getting that through the back side of your guitar. Now, when your strings are off, I was able to fit my hand in the sound hole pretty painfully, and was able to grab the thicker piece and stick it out the side back here. But yeah, I saw some people since the hole in this little jack here, you can get a stick. You can get a stick from Lowe's or Home Depot or something. I think it's a 1/4 inch. Definitely not a 1/2 inch. That's probably a 1/4 inch, I would say. This little hole here is a 1/4 inch, and you could get a really thin wooden stick and stick it into that jack, shove it through the hole of your guitar, out into here, up through the sound hole, and you could attach the jack onto that. I know it sounds kind of scary, but it's not a big deal. You put the jack onto that stick, and then you pull it through your guitar, so you don't have to stick your hand in there, and then you can remove the stick later. But another point I'm saying, if you're having problems when you try to pull it through, and you have it through, but the screw part isn't showing, and it's just kind of the flat part of your guitar, you can look in the hole and you're like, oh, I see it. Why is it not coming out? One thing you probably that's the biggest part that I got kind of scared about but it's very, very fixable. The thick part of the jack that you're sticking in the guitar, all you have to do is unscrew that thick part and pull it out, and then screw it back in. Screw it. You'll feel it screw, and then try to put it in again. And if there's too much showing out, then unscrew it and put it in just a little more, and you're gonna have to keep going back and forth until you feel like you have about a 1/4 inch showing of this screw part of the jack. And why I say that you want to make sure you have that is because think about it. You have to fit a flat washer, not the star. They give you a star washer. They give you a star washer and a flat washer, but for the outside, you want the flat washer and the little nut here. You want that to stick on, to screw in. But then you also want this on too. Like I said, that's the part where your strap will go whenever you need it. So you need to have enough room for everything. For everything really to go on your guitar. Yeah, and I just have one. So the other parts they give you are I think, I mean, I'm gonna look here, but I think they give you a star nut, they give you a star washer. I'm not gonna look too hard, but they give you a star washer. I think a star washer, maybe a nut. And the star washer and the other little nut is going to go on the inside of your guitar. So have the star washer and the other nut already on the other side of your guitar. So yeah, mine's in there already, but I wish I could show you, but I can't. But you want those in there already, so you don't have to reach your hand in there and do it. You know what I mean? I think. Right? Yeah. So I have my flat washer and my nut out here. And yeah, that's really all I can tell you for that. Then when you see your cord in there, because that part of the jack is in your guitar and the cord's hanging around there, you got to get the cord. Now you get your pickup, you take it out, you plug it in, and then I can't take this off either because it's a little scary. But there's screws here on each side on your the white pickup here, and then yeah, when you unscrew them. Basically you're not screwing anything into the wood of your guitar. There's little slits, I would say about this on each side. So if you think about it, you have to slide this into your wood on these slits. So each time you unscrew, the slits are going to get wider and wider, so you can fit it into the wood of the guitar. And then when they're both situated, they're nice. You just want to make sure it's the right way. The LR BAGGS logo should be facing down towards the pickguard. And yeah, and then screw them in. Make sure it's tight. Now and I just want to talk about this. They give you these. So they give you an Allen wrench, and the Allen wrench is for see these little. When you look at your pickup, I don't know if you can see this here. You probably can, but it's there's black and white little holes here. They're not black and white, just black holes. And if you want to change the volume of the bass or the little high notes here, you can do that. Now they have most of the bass, they have most of the lower notes raised because they want to pick those up more, and they have these lowered so they don't want to pick up as much. But if you don't like how it sounds, take your Allen wrench and your Allen key and just raise, and be careful because you can snap those off. Really, really be careful on that. So and you can raise those black things, those little, like, I don't know, they're almost like little speakers that pick up the noise and then the vibration and stuff. And then you can change them in how you want them to sound. If it's too bright, then break, and if it's not bright enough, or you want less bass, screw it down, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to say it is a really great pickup. I just want to note on a few more things. If I can plug this guy back in real quick. I'm running out of time, but we're going to plug it back in. I just want to show you a few things. Oops, sorry about that. It picks up very, very nice on percussion. So I saw some videos of comparing other pickups. Now, if you're into this thing where you know, you do that, or you do and especially slapping, then I mean, this, you can really hear the echo kind of even just tapping on the pickup itself. I mean, turn it up. I'll just give you. I mean, you hear that the percussion is really nice. So that's just one thing I want to say. And what's really, really cool about this pickup also is it has a volume control right on the pickup. So let's say you probably will have a guitar and a mic plugged into the amp, and you have it turned up really loud to make sure your voice is loud enough. But when you have those two jacks plugged into your amp, everything's going to get louder, obviously. So if you want your guitar quieter, guess what? There's a little volume switch here that just affects the pickup on your guitar, and not the overall sound of everything coming out of the amp, which is really nice. So yeah, I don't have much else to say about this pickup. It's really great. I've had, I mean, nothing bad, no bad experiences with it yet. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will not be posting any videos in the next 3 or 4 days because I just can't. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys. I recommend the LR BAGGS M1A acoustic pickup for anyone who's looking for a great pickup for their acoustic guitar. And thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.